So, remember I told you guys in the Biden dream that I just had I just knew in my spirit automatically that I was shown they were going to poison our food supply. I was told that, and I already knew that they had an agenda for us. They were going to do some horrible things to us. Okay, these are some clips from the movie White Noise. This is a man that he's a teacher or a professor at the school. One College Hill, I think is what it's called. The star of the movie is Jack and his family, but Jack is also a professor here. Now this guy, this is how this starts out. He is talking about all these beautiful crashes that Hollywood stages. Look past the violence. These are beautiful. And each time they're updated, they get better and better at it. And then he makes a really odd statement. He says, there's a wonderful brimming spirit of innocence and fun behind these crashes. It's a wonderful wave. So I'm going to show it over. And he's going to make a statement. He's going to say, you don't mourn the dead. Look at these like Thanksgiving. This is secular optimism. So read the captions. He makes a statement to think of these like Thanksgiving. These crashes. Like old-fashioned stunt flying or like walking on wings. Now, I knew when he made that statement that I was going to see something. And you're going to see it. You're going to see an 18-wheeler come out with a phoenix on it. When he made that statement, I knew. I felt in my spirit there's something behind that. Like walking on wings. I mean, what kind of a statement is that? So, watch for the 18-wheeler because it goes by pretty fast, but you can see it. So the Lord said to me, that's the phoenix rising out of the ashes. You know, they failed. Satan failed. They're going to tear America down, and they're going to rise her back up under a new order. That's what this means. Watch for the 18-wheeler. They're basically, this movie makes no sense. Right here it comes. Watch. You see it? Okay, yeah, you can rewind it back. It's there. This movie makes no sense whatsoever. So I no longer have to wonder why the Lord gave me a dream about a purple dragon. I no longer have to wonder why I saw it in animation. It basically means this entire world is under deception. There's a lot of deception coming with these colors. But the chaos behind it, these colors, is real. And I think I basically dreamed this movie. Okay, so I'm going to show you this part. After the plane crash, after that happens, Jack is he's giving a lecture. And this is what the room looks like. All pink and purple. Most of the students are wearing some kind of blue. A lot of it's in blue. A lot of the movie, is in blue. This is just parts of it. This tablet doesn't do these colors justice. If you watch this movie, the colors are much more vivid. Like, imagine that picture back there to be a neon or a hot pink. And it's like this all through the movie. Look. All through the movie. He's standing in front of a motel. The lights make it show off like a violet purple with pink curtains. Again, it has no theme, no plot. It's basically telling you they're going to poison your air and water, and these crashes are being staged. And out of all of these beautiful crashes, something is going to rise out of these crashes. like Walking on Wings, the Phoenix at the beginning of this movie. Okay, so the whole movie's like that, pink and purple. There's just some parts that the Lord wanted me to show you. Okay, so there's a part here. Their little girl has lost her rabbit. This is the one and only time they show this rabbit. So he's going through, there's radiation in the air and chemicals and everything, and he's going after this rabbit, son. So a guy with a purple jacket on gives him the rabbit. He crawls through to get it. And this guy gives it to him. Okay, when I saw this part, immediately in my spirit, I heard the Lord say, why would they show that rabbit? Where's that rabbit been the entire movie? And I just sat there for a second and I heard the Lord say, remember the lunar parade that happened at the beginning of this year in the home of Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco. In the Biden dream, I walked upon a float. Remember, you have to go back and watch the Biden dream. And I heard parades and festivals in my spirit. There was all kinds of floats in this lunar parade festival. That thing's been going on for a while, about 13 years. I didn't know it. That's beside the point. There were people in the street. You can probably go back and watch it even now. And there's people dressed as dragons. They have dragon costumes on. All kinds of pink and purple. Even the sky is purple in part of it. And there's a float that comes through that says 2023 on it. And that's not a holiday tradition. I mean, an American tradition. It's the Chinese tradition. And it's a pagan holiday. It's a demonic holiday. And there's a float that comes through. We have now brought these things into America. We've let people come into this country and bring their cultures with them. And there's a float that goes through and says 2023 on it, and there's a huge rabbit on it, which means Year of the Rabbit. So he almost gets stepped on and everything else trying to get this rabbit for that little girl. And a man in a purple jacket hands him the rabbit. Now, there's another part that I want to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what the dragon looked like in my dream, except it was in the shape of a dragon, of course. And, oh Lord, please let me have that on here. Okay, I thought I did. There's so much that the Lord wanted me to point out. I can't do it all. Okay, come on, where is it? Okay, give me a minute, sorry. I mean, the whole movie is done in this pink and purple. Okay, here it is. Now, there's a car crash in it, so I'm going to go past the violence, even though if you ever watch this movie, you're going to see that anyway, so, go figure. They don't want us to show it. Okay, so they're on the road here, and all of a sudden they see this. They're all trying to get away. They've been told to evacuate, I think. And then later on through the movie, they're told to go home. Look what they see in the sky. Oh, oops. Yikes. Didn't mean to show the violence or the car crash, but I thought I'd went past that. Okay, so look what they see in the sky. Okay, what the heck? I must have went to the wrong one. Okay. There's a helicopter over them. And then here's the line of people. And there's some people up on a bridge up there. I don't know if you're able to see that, but look at this. That's over top of them. There's the people on the bridge, I think. For crying out loud. Where is it? Oh, God, wait. I'm sorry. This is not the right part. Okay, here we go. I think. Could be wrong. I'm wasting my time. My phone will cut me off at 25 minutes exactly. Oh, good Lord. Sorry, you guys. I've got so many videos on here. That's the wrong one. Here it is. I'm just going to go straight to it. Sorry. Okay, here we go. This is what I saw in my dream, but it was in the shape of a dragon. This is a cloud over them. It's growling. In the movie, it growls. And it flashes pink out of it and purple. Got on the wrong video just to show you that little piece. Put you through that whole spot there. I'm sorry. So yeah, look at this thing one more time. It blew my mind when I saw that, because that's exactly what the Lord showed me. That it did 2 loops going around the sky, and then it just comes over top of the earth. Look at that. And it growls, just like a demon in the movie. So again, this movie's about nothing but telling you that you're going to die. Oh, and Jack, he is a professor. And what he is doing is he does one lecture in the whole movie. See, this is why I'm telling you it makes no sense. It's just telling you what they're doing. And what he is lecturing on is the Holocaust. And Hitler. Matter of fact, this is it right here. I'll show you. And he's just saying these crazy things while this wreck is happening, and they use a drunk man in an 18-wheeler. That is not the way it happened. So I'm telling you, these are being done on purpose. These planes that are just falling out of the sky, that's on purpose. That's even in this movie. I'm getting right. I don't know, did I already show you that? I'm getting ready to show you that too. So they're basically, he's talking about the Holocaust. And it's the entire thing is just based on everybody's gonna die. And I'm gonna go, okay, so he does this real strange thing where he just turns around, looks at everybody, and says, "Death," a couple of times. And then they start clapping and cheering, and they run through a bunch of stuff that goes all the way back to the 60s, and then it finally shows the wreckage. And he's got this look on his face. He's got sunglasses on that are glaring. They look like purple or bluish purple tinted. And then when the chemicals start to leak out, look what color they are. They are purple. It actually looks like he puts those purple glasses on. Bluish tinted purple. Look, that's purple. It almost looks like blood when blood is dried up. Then here's the beautiful crash that they can do. This is what the movie's about. So yeah. And also, I dreamed this. So I know it was done. I know it's being done on purpose. Along with the economy is being crashed. Here's the guys in the hazmat suits coming out. They have a purple ring around their wrist or their elbows. Oh, it went on past that. Sorry. But yeah, they're there too. It even shows an RV in the middle of the road with the side of it blown out. And it says right here, the airborne toxic event. So I'm going to show you this, and then I think I'll be done with that, with this for right now. You get the picture. This is being done on purpose. Again, like I say, just like the crashing of our economy, they're doing that on purpose. Because again, something else is going to rise up out of this, or that's what they think. They, you know, in the Biden dream, I did see that Trump had an anointing on him. So the devil quite possibly has overplayed his hand, and only God knows when Jesus is going to come back, and it's time for this to come into play. So that this doesn't mean that the Lord is going to let it happen. Sorry about that. I don't know, did I show you this? The plane crashing in it? Remember in the dream I had about the purple dragon, I said 2 planes fell out of the sky, and I thought it was because there was 2 just alike, that meant the Lord was going to let me see 2 planes fall. But come to find out, okay, the EPA consultants were on their way to check this out. And oddly enough, there was 5 people on that plane. And remember, I talked about the Nepal crash as well. How that plane was huge. And it had a twin engine in it. Okay, this plane that these EPA consultants, they were going to check this out because no one cares about this. Donald Trump went there before Joe Biden. Joe Biden still hasn't been to check on the people in East Palestine, Ohio. And they're just being treated awful by our government. Pete Buttigieg finally went after it's been a month. He is not needed. I am so glad that I don't have to look at these people, because it would be really hard for me to hold my tongue around any of these people if they came into my state after the way that they have treated them. So they don't care about this, any of this, because they're the ones doing it to us. And the Ohio River, it sends water to 1/10 of the United States. So how many of these train derailments have happened? One happened, yesterday in Florida. There's all of these planes crashing. One crashed in Greece, which I heard the Lord say, back to the book of Daniel, the prince of Persia. And then he says, and I will go back and I will fight the prince of Persia. And then the prince of Greece will come. Could those 2 entities be back now? There was 36 people killed in the one in Greece. To me, I saw 3 6s there. Sorry, you guys, I know I'm all over the place with stuff, but that's just how my mind runs. I mean, it's just back and forth from one thing to the other. And I wouldn't notice half this stuff if God didn't show it to me, because I'm telling you, you can ask anyone that knows me, I'm not smart enough to put this stuff together. The Lord has given it all to me. Also, the Lord asked me, who is the dragon? In the dragon in the Bible, we know the dragon is Satan. And he's going to be kicked out. And he's going to come down to us now having great wrath, because he knows he only hath but a short time. And he will bring all of the demons with him, the fallen angels with him, that turned on God and sided with him. Is it possible they're already here? And they're causing all of this chaos? And I heard, in my spirit, so is the Prince of Greece here as well? That train derailment going on in Greece? I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that came into my mind. Either way, all of these train derailments, they're on purpose. They are poisoning us on purpose. If you go back and watch my dreams, the Lord showed me that. Nancy Pelosi, people high up in our government, they were pouring a blue dye onto cows' tongues, and there was a little purple ring around it. And the Lord also had me look up that word, blue dye. And when I did, I got over into all kinds of weird things. Like, there were these people that were in cults, and they made themselves royalty, like the Celts or the Celtics or something like that, Macedonian, the Phoenician, and only they were allowed to wear these colors. And they extracted these colors from shells in the sea. They got it from the sea. And I don't know a whole lot about that, but my son does, and he said, Mom, if they wore it, if the citizens wore it, they were killed for it. So that's how they separated the classes of people. And these people that wore these colors, they were an ungodly bunch of people. They killed babies. They worshipped Baal. And I'm not saying that everybody that wears that color is doing that. What I'm saying is God gave me those dreams, and to show me that this is the very colors that they're using, that the ones that they wear, the colors they represent, to poison us with. So yeah, there's a ton more that I need to put out that the Lord gave me. And then I had that dream that there are people high up in our military that are compromised. So I'm going to have to talk about that. And I have another dream I have to put out. So, sorry if this was all over the place. I wanted to get it put out. There is some really bad weather headed for us here in Kentucky tomorrow.